Hi everyone. In today's lesson, I will go over an example showing how to find out the mean and standard deviation. So we have an example here with 10 samples and 10 different numbers. So all we need to do at the first part, we need to find out the mean. And most of us have learned in school how to find out the mean or the average, yeah? So we're gonna add all the number together and divide it by the how many samples. So the formula for mean is, okay, as you can see, we add all the numbers and divide by 10. And it will give us 15.68. From now on, I'm gonna call mean x bar, okay? So mean is x bar. For the second part of the question, asks us to find the standard deviation. To find the standard deviation, we need to have a formula. And the formula is here, as you can see. So sometimes instead of rewriting standard deviation, we just have this letter, which is called sigma, equal square root, make a fraction, the sum of x minus x bar all square all over n minus 1. So to answer this question, I suggest you make a table with 4 columns, okay? So the first column, I'm gonna call it x, which is the data that being given, as you can see in this table here. So if you look at the first column, is letter x, this data is being given. And the second column, I call it x bar, which is the value of mean that we found out previously. And we have 2 more columns to the right. So the third column, okay, the first number we have 15.1 minus 15.68, it will give us negative 0.58. Don't switch your calculator off, straight away square your answer and you will get the value of 0.3364. Okay, let's do the next question. The next number, which is 17.2, take away 15.68 and it will give us 1.52. Square your answer, write it down on the last column. So square 1.52 will give us 2.3104. Next one, we've got 15.4 minus 15.68 and will give us negative 0.28. And if we square this answer, it changes to positive 784. As you can see, the last column, because it's square, all the answer is going to be positive. All right. So just use your calculator to fill this table for me. Yeah. So number 4 is, we're going to end up having here minus 0.58. And if we square it, we're going to have 0.3364. Number 5, we're going to end up having 2.22, 4.9284. And so 58, okay, again is negative times negative, will give us positive, okay, minus 1.28, then having squared it, 16384, 1.42, give us 2.0164, minus 0.58 or 3364, and the last one minus 1.28 will give us 1.6384. Okay. So now all we need to do, we just need the last column. All right, so we did all this table to find out this column. So now we need to find out the sum of these columns. So all we need to do, add all these numbers together and find out what's the sum of x minus x bar square. So if we add all these numbers, I'm getting 13.956. Okay, so that was the value of sum of the last column. So we're gonna write down our formula. Our formula was here, as you can see. Standard deviation was equal square root sum of x minus x bar square over n minus 1. So this will be 13.956 over n. N was 10 minus 1 will give us 9 at the bottom fraction. So basically the standard deviation will be equal 1.24525. Okay, that's how we work out standard deviation. And the last part of the question asks, produce a tally chart showing the frequency of measured transmit powers. So how are we going to answer this question? We make a table, so let's write down the value that we have. Okay, so what was the value that we had? The power. Tally frequency. Okay. All right, so let's start with the first one. We've got 15.1. How many 15.1 we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 4. Our frequency is 4. Okay. The next number, 17.2. How many 17.2 we have? 1, just 1, and frequency 1. 15.4. Let's find out how many 15.4 we have. 1, just 1, and frequency is 1. Okay. 17.9. How many 17.9 we have? Just 1, frequency 1. 14.4. We've got 1, 2. 1, 2. The frequency is 2. 17.1. Got 1 here, 1 frequency. I think that's it. If you add all this frequency together, you see here 4 plus 1, 5, plus 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's the answer for the final part. Thanks.